Hello everyone. So today my topic is how to pause without feeling guilt. Today I want to talk about something that sounds very simple, but emotionally it's actually very difficult for many people. Any guesses? And that is how to pause without feeling guilty, like I said. Because let's be honest, most people today don't actually know how to rest anymore. Even when they stop working, their mind keeps running. Even when they sit quietly, they feel pressure. And even during rest, there's this strange inner voice saying, "You should be doing something more. You are wasting time. Other people are working harder. You are falling behind." So today, I don't just want to talk about pausing physically, I want to talk about emotional rest, mental recovery, nervous system balance, and why guilt has become attached to slowing down. Because this is becoming a serious modern issue. And you know why? There's a reason. Because modern obsession with constant productivity. We live in a world where people are praised for being busy, sometimes even for burnout tasks, multitasking, staying available for 24/7 hours, constantly achieving something that they think that they can achieve it, but they can't. And slowly, productivity stopped being a healthy tool. It became identity, but after some time it became identity. People now feel valuable only when they are working, producing, responding, posting, improving, or proving something in front of the world. And if they pause, they feel uncomfortable, almost guilty. And you don't even realize, but they start feeling guilty the moment they start taking pauses. So, why rest feels wrong to so many people? Because somewhere along the way, many people subconsciously learn this idea that if I stop, I will lose momentum, or if I rest, I'm becoming lazy. But there's a huge difference between intentional pause and avoidance. Not many know about it. And you know what? The reason is that rest is not avoidance. Real rest is recovery, but they don't understand it. And without recovery, eventually everything starts collapsing, like focus, creativity, patience, motivation, emotional stability also. So, why does that happen when your brain was never designed for constant input? Think about how much information your mind consumes daily, like notifications, social media, conversations, pressure, work, and most importantly, future planning. Other than that, there is emotional processing. So, even while resting, many people are still consuming content. So, technically, the brain never pauses, and this creates mental overload, emotional fatigue, nervous system exhaustion, irritability, and burnout. And you know what? Sometimes people think I need better discipline, but honestly, sometimes you simply need silence. You just want to take rest, but they don't understand at all. You know why? Because the nervous system and emotional exhaustion has a crucial role in it. One thing many people ignore is the nervous system. When you stay in, there is stress, urgency, overthinking, emotional pressure, and at the same time, there is very short span of time that they can understand it for too long because your body forgets how to relax. They really don't breathe. Even during breaks, you still feel internally active, and that's why some people cannot sleep properly, cannot enjoy vacations, they cannot sit peacefully. In fact, they cannot relax without checking their phone because their body is resting, but the nervous system is still alert. Moving on to the next part. Sometimes Some people think that pause is a weakness, but no, pause is not weakness. Let's normalize something important today. Pausing is not weakness. Actually, constantly pushing yourself without recovery is unsustainable. Even nature pauses, day turns into night, seasons shift, ocean rise and settle, trees lose leaves and bloom again. Everything in nature follows rhythm. Only humans try to function like machines and then wonder why they feel emotionally exhausted. Do you even know why they feel emotionally exhausted? There is a reason, that there is a fear behind constant activity. Sometimes people stay busy not because they are productive, but because they are afraid of silence, emotions, loneliness, uncertainty, or confronting themselves. So they fill every moment with stimulation. But healing doesn't happen in noise. Healing usually begins in stillness. So, how guilt gets attached to rest? Have you ever wondered about it? Let's talk honestly. Many people feel guilty while pausing because they have tied their worth to achievement. So, if they are not accomplishing, producing, improving, they feel less valuable. But your value has an insignificant value. That is, the person is not dependent on how exhausted you are. Being constantly tired is not proof of success. Getting tired because you had targets doesn't mean that you are successful. So, you know what? Healthy pause actually looks like a healthy pause is not endlessly scrolling, emotional avoidance, or disappearing from life. Healthy pause means calming your mind, storing your energy, reconnecting with yourself, and creating clarity. Sometimes 15 minutes of intentional stillness is more powerful than hours of forced productivity. Did you know that? And if you agree, then please let me know. So, what are the signs you need a real pause? You probably need rest if small tasks feel overwhelming. You feel tired after waking up. Your creativity feels blocked. Many times, I feel that you're emotionally reactive. You constantly procrastinate, or nothing feels mentally clear anymore. Is that happen to you also? Because that's not laziness, that's overload. You're overloaded with your work life. So, how to pause without feeling guilty? Now, let's make this practical. Redefine productivity. Instead of asking, did I do enough today? Ask, did I protect my energy today? Because burned out productivity is temporary, balanced productivity lasts longer. Now, give yourself permission. Stop waiting for exhaustion to become serious enough. You're allowed to rest before burnout. Do you know that? Now, third is create small pauses daily, not dramatic disappearances. Just 10 minutes without your phone. Quiet tea breaks. You can take that. It's not very difficult. Evening walks. You can go for an evening walk. This is not a sin. You can go for slow mornings also. Tiny pauses regulate the mind. Okay, because tiny pauses regulate the mind. So stop comparing your pace with somebody else. Like comparison destroys peaceful rest. Someone will always appear faster, more productive, more successful. Do you know that whenever you compare with a person who is always successful, but you're not living their system, nervous system. You are living yours. You're not supposed to compare your success with their, because it's not easy. Learn the difference between rest and escapism. Escapism avoids reality. Rest restores your ability to face reality, and that difference matters. You're not supposed to get into that debate of who is powerful, who's not powerful, because there is a power of healing. When you slow down, your thoughts become clearer, emotions settle, creativity returns, and your body finally feels safe again. Sometimes clarity doesn't come thinking harder, but it comes from resting deeper. So, what is the real goal? The real goal is that balance is the utmost function behind every endless hustle. So, no endless hustles, no endless rest, only balance. Because life cannot function sustainably in extremes. You need movement and pause, ambition and softness, action and recovery. So, there's a gentle reminder you don't need to earn rest, justify rest, or feel guilty for slowing down. You are human, not a machine. Don't become a human here. You don't become a machine here. You are human. So, today, if you have been feeling mentally exhausted, you can take rest. Emotionally heavy, unable to slow down peacefully, you can take rest. And I want you to remember this: rest is not stealing time from your future, it is protecting your future. Because the version of you that is calm, balanced, and emotionally restored will always function better than the version of you constantly running on exhaustion. So, what you're supposed to do, you're just supposed to understand the version of yours which is not all running constantly on exhaustion. So, tonight, pause, breathe, sit quietly for a moment, and allow yourself to exist without pressure. Not every second of your life needs to be optimized. Some moments simply need to be lived gently. And maybe true healing begins the moment you stop asking, how much more can I do? And start asking, how can I take care of myself while doing it? So, how many of you will try it at home? If yes, then please let me know in the comment section and do keep listening. Thank you for listening.